next installment of this wonderful problem. Okay, right now we're looking to the social planner to come up with a way to get Curry and Durand to buy a total of 30 seats. We want Curry to buy 21 and we want Durand to buy 9. So the idea is to come up with opportunity sets that will induce them to consume a total of 30 seats, and each one consuming 15 units of X or the other stuff. Okay, so we have to come up with some sort of a budget line or opportunity set that looks like this. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Let me put it on full video. Okay, so we want to come up with some sort of a scheme where what we're going to do is we're going to take Curry's income and we're going to take away some lump sum tax. And we're going to allow him to purchase X and purchase S at some subsidy rate. So we need to come up with, first of all, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make X more expensive in terms of seats, or we're trying to make seats cheaper. All right, we already knew, and this was the whole reason for the whole sequence, we know that the marginal rate of substitution needs to be 2. Right? The slope of the indifference curve passing through 30 and 15 is 2. All right, so how can we do it? Well, let me go back off the blackboard for a moment, and I'm going to come up to some of the mechanics. And let's see, here we are. And let me get rid of, just go to the full board. As I say, there are many ways to skin this kitty cat, but what we're going to do is we're going to set the marginal rate of substitution equal to the relative price ratio, which encompasses the subsidy rate. All right, so we want to find some subsidy rate. All right, and I'll come back to the whiteboard for a second. You want to find a subsidy rate. Let's come back to full video. So we want to come up with, we know that the MRS must equal 2, which must equal 1 divided by 1 minus the subsidy rate. Or 1 minus the subsidy rate equals 1 over 2, or the subsidy rate equals 1 over 2. So if a seat costs $1, we need to have Curry and Durand both paying 50 cents of it out of pocket and the other 50 cents coming from the subsidy. All right, that makes seats half as expensive, or the opportunity cost of buying a seat 2 units of consumption. Okay, so let's go back to our calculations here. Full board. All right. So we know, for instance, if Curry is going to buy 21 units of seats, or 21 seats, his total cost out of pocket is going to be half that, all right, which is 21 over 2. So if we took away a lump sum out of his pocket of 21 over 2, he would have an effective budget constraint of, as we see here, 25.5, which equals how much he can spend on X plus 1/2 of what he could spend on seats. So the total amount of seats that he could buy would be 51, and the total amount of X that he could buy is 25.5. Okay, so let's come back to the board here. All right, if that's X, and this is seats, here we have an effective budget constraint with a slope of -2. And at 15 and 30, we have a tangent C. And that's our solution. Now, the next question is, what if instead, well, I'll come back to that on the next part, okay? I got to stop recording because I've gone over my limit.